I don't have any makeup on today. 2 reasons why. 1, my hay fever is playing up. 2, it's really hot and I get really uncomfortable in the heat when I'm filming with makeup on because my face just feels like a smelter. But I am not the main focus of this video today, so I'm not really too bothered. I'm not going to be in frame much. So today, as you saw by the thumbnail, we are making like a miniature Weasley clock for a shelf. Using this. I'm using this. This I've probably had about a year. I got it from a charity shop. I went to my nearest charity shop. Me and my mum took a walk there, and I saw this and instantly thought, Weasley clock. So for a year, it's been sat in my cupboard. It did have a front here and a front here, but I've cut them off because obviously, excuse me, there's innards to the Weasley clock. I will show you how I am planning everything. You've seen this before me, this moment in time, by the thumbnail. You've seen it before me. I say it in every DIY. I hope it looks good. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, this was all inside. I'm not quite sure what all this is, or I think somebody did say it's like a cigar box or something. I haven't got a clue. But literally, the lid comes off. That's it. I mean, these, like I said, they were filled in. It's just some sort of ornament. Not quite sure what it is. If anybody knows, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll reply if I can, but YouTube is still doing that thing where they make my comments disappear. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to finally do this. This was actually the inspiration for our big Weasley clock that we did the other month. If you haven't seen me, well, my dad built it. I filmed it and painted it. But me and my dad did a joint project and we built the Weasley clock. If you haven't seen that, I will link it up there somewhere. Definitely go check that out. But this was the inspiration for it. So yeah, I am hoping this turns out okay. I'm really excited to get on with it. Finally, like I said, I've had this about a year. So if you want to see how I make this miniature Weasley clock, then do carry on watching. And if this is the first time you're seeing my face, hello and welcome to my channel. A massive thank you to my Patreons. They help me keep this channel running just that little bit more. All my socials, and if you want to know more about Patreon, everything's linked in the description. Go see what I'm up to on those. That was really dramatic. So I'm not going to show you everything now that I have got to make. I will show you as I go along. But yeah, let's get started with this. Right guys, the first thing that I need to do, because inside here, obviously I want the inner bits hanging, right? But this section doesn't have a floor. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, look, it's just a hole that goes straight through. So what I'm planning on doing, and hopefully it works, I have some wire here and somewhere I have wire cutters. I will find them in a second. I am going to cut wire and hot glue the wire inside here so that I can hook the pieces on that are going to be dangling. And I just hope this works. Also, I noticed, look, it cost me £3. It cost me £3, this thing. So yeah, I'm going to quickly off camera cut this to size. I'm going to leave a bit of an overhang so that I can fold it and glue it to each side. And then I'll let you know how I get on. Hopefully the hot glue works with sticking it on there. Okay guys, so in there I have hot glued a piece of wire. You can just see it. I've actually took the glass out. Luckily this slides in and out of the frame here, which is great because I need to get this out to get the clock face on, but we're not doing the clock face for a while obviously yet. What I want to do now is inside all of these, I'm going to go for like a really dark brown. Oh my days, I hope this looks good. Brown. I don't know why I painted in there because obviously it's got a roof to it and the clock face is going to be on there, but I will know it's not painted if I didn't paint it, so that's why I've done it. And I've even tried to paint that wire so that it's hidden even more, even though you can't see it looking at it dead on because it's underneath here, behind here should I say. But yeah, so that's the inside painted. So now I need to figure out, so I've got my 3 colours that I have on my big Weasley clock, orange, green and blue. Obviously we're going to paint this and bring it to life, give it some colour. And then obviously I need to figure out how, actually I didn't think how I'm going to get, oh dear, the inner bits to the top of this bit of the roof, but we'll get there. We wing these DIY, guys, you know I do, you know I do. So I'm going to find out where I'm putting these 3 colours, exactly where on this, and then I'll talk you through it. Okay guys, so I figured it out. The first 2 colours I'm going to use are orange and blue. So I'm going to basically paint the whole of the top bit orange, but this little shelf here is going to be the light green. And this frame is going to be blue, and so is the lid, okay? And obviously I've got frame going round. Obviously I know this isn't on the Weasley clock, or this pattern, but it's the shape of the thing that got me thinking Weasley clock. So yeah, I'm going to paint all these frames blue as well, just to break the orange up a bit as well. Let's do this. Right guys, that's blue and orange. This is looking quite cool. I've done the little lid as well. Let me quickly show you, it's still a bit wet. Okay, so we've got blue roof, and then I've done orange there because obviously that's the rest of the frame there, so it'll match in. I'm really happy with how that's looking, but we need to now do the middle section. So we're going to do the middle section with blues, greens, and I might add a bit of orange as well. I'm just going to wing it and just go with the flow with this. But these I do want to be green. There's 2 round the back as well. So yeah, let's get this middle section done. So I've got all the blue and green finish, guys. What I was thinking, you see these little bits down here, just these little corners, I'm gonna paint them orange, I think, just so we've got a bit of orange in there. This shelf here is also going to be orange, and so is the framework around all these. And then I think what I'm gonna do is mainly paint it blue, I think, and a bit of green. I'm not entirely sure, but you'll see me figure it out as I go along anyway. I do need to touch up a bit of blue there. I bet a lot of you have noticed that. Not Susie. But yeah, my paintbrush slipped. This has been really fiddly so far, but I am really loving the colours and how it's looking. But yeah, I'm going to finish this middle section and do these orange corners now. And I will paint that shelf as well, that little shelf here. I'm going to paint that orange too. Oh, it's looking good. This is looking so colourful. It's so Weasley. I love it. So now guys, what I want to do, like I said, I want to paint these frame bits orange, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do in there green this time and these edges blue, because it will be the opposite to that, if that makes sense. Let's finish getting this painted, because I'm really excited to see this finished now. And then we can get I'll probably do the clock face next, and then we'll get the inner bits made and done, and obviously I will be showing you how I'm doing that, obviously. I'm using beads and wire. But yeah, look at it, it's looking so cool. Guys, this has took hours so far. 9:30, 10:30, 11, 12, 1. It's took 4.5 hours so far to do this, but this is looking really good. I mean, look at it. Excuse me, hay fever. Right, let's put the lid on and let's see how it looks. Look. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, guys, is we have the piece of glass, if you can see it, that goes obviously in the window at the top. Then I have some backing paper, and I have the clock face as well. So I'm literally going to PVA this onto here, get this into place onto here, and slot it back into here. Oh, exciting. It's looking so good, and it's really coming together. Guys, look at this. It looks so good. I will show proper photos of this when it is finished, completely finished, so you can see it properly, because this camera never does things justice. If you've seen my other DIYs, guys, you know what obviously I'm on about. With the clock face, now that's on, it really is just looking amazing. Now let me tell you what I had in mind for in here. So obviously we've got wire in there, but I haven't done anything up here yet to have these dangly bits, but hang on. So we have got, all these beads. These are all the shapes and things of the little dangly bits in the Weasley clock. I'm painting all of these gold. I've got some gold paint, and then I'm going to loop wire through them so that they dangle with the wire. But what I'm going to do, now I've told you what I'm doing, so literally painting all of these gold, cutting wire to fit in here, and obviously loop them through. And what the plan is, because obviously it will fall off, I'm just going to hook each bead and have the hook at the back so they're dangling like so inside the clock. So yeah, I'm going to go paint and get things fitted all off camera, and then you're going to see some photos of it, and I will speak to you at the end. I'm actually really pleased with this. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. I am literally sweating. This has literally took me hours to do. It's unreal. So basically, obviously we put that wire in, didn't we, right at the beginning, which I hooked these onto. These, I literally bent the top of the wire and hot glued it to the roof under here. And then the clock hands I did with wire and a ring sizer, just found sort of the right size I wanted for the they're meant to be obviously scissors, and there we go. I am so tired. I am so tired, it's unbelievable guys, but I am so pleased with how this turned out. It looks pretty awesome, but I am so tired. Honestly, this has been sitting around for a year, and I'm just so happy that I have finally got round to doing this. The paintwork was very fiddly. It's not perfect paintwork. There are mistakes, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm really pleased with it. I really don't know what to say. I'm actually quite gobsmacked because I didn't think it was going to look as... I think it looks really good. Some of you guys might think, oh, actually I'm not really keen on it, but I really like this. It's turned out really, really well, and I am really, really pleased with it. So we now have a large Weasley clock, a full-size Weasley clock, and we have a miniature version. Originally I wanted, I don't know, some of you will know, I do giveaways with DIYs for my Patreons because a lot of passion goes into my DIYs, and I do love giving back to them because they help me obviously keep this channel running just that little bit more, so I do extra giveaways. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to give this away. It is very fragile, like literally these are just hot glued on, they're just hot glued in. This itself is, it's not like massively fragile, but I think if I dropped it, it would break. So I can't give this away, unfortunately. I'm gutted because I'd have loved one of my patrons to have this. But yeah, let me know guys what you think in the comments. Have you ever made a miniature Weasley clock? If you have, send me photos in my socials, you know I love to see them. I say this all the time, but I love handmade. Handmade is just amazing. The passion that goes into it, you know. I love Harry Potter. I'm obsessed with Harry Potter, so I will try my best to create things from Harry Potter. And because I love it so much passion goes into my DIYs, and I love creating props and replicas. It's one of my favourite things to do, especially on this channel. There is no way I could have filmed me putting these inner bits in. That's why I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it, and I never even thought about clock hands until last minute. But literally it was so fiddly getting, this one was okay because I already had the wire to hook it onto, but these, oh my days, I couldn't have filmed it. You wouldn't have seen anything because my head was like right in that hole and everything. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments guys. I'm gonna go sleep because I am so tired. Matt said he's cooking tea and everything, bless him. He's still off work with his poorly knee. But he's been about. He made me some dinner and he's been making me cups of teas while I've been doing this. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, guys, please give it a massive thumbs up for me, please, because this is a juggle day and it helps me more than you know, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye, Poppets.